Hey, welcome to my channel. These cards are speaking. So today I'm gonna do a collective message. We're gonna see what Spirit has to say. I'm gonna start off with the Wisdom Oracle cards and see what the overall energy, incoming energy for the collective. I hope you're doing well. So, Spirit, let's see. What is the incoming energy for the collective? Not for you. Not for you. I feel like some doors have been closed for you. Some may feel like doors have been closed, or you are kicking up against the brick, so to speak. And it's almost feel like, was it luck of the straw? I'm seeing like, you know, when you pull the straws, whoever get the longest or the shortest, that's who wins, or that's who gets to go forward. I feel like that's how someone is feeling. Like that's what your life has been. Wondering like, when is things going to balance out, or when will things work in your favor? You know, with this fortune cookie in the middle, and it's saying nope. The fortune cookie is saying nope, and this card is saying not for you. It's number 6. And then this being a chessboard, I feel like everything that works for you, or everything that you go through, has to be strategic in some way. But I'm feeling like a closed door is not a bad thing. It just depends on how you look at it. You know, the saying, God's rejection is God's protection. Of course, no one wants to hear that, because we want what we want when we want it, right? And then the other saying, you know, we all love divine timing. No one wants to hear it also. But I feel like if we take time and look back and reflect over life and see the times when we were told no, and how it really did work out for our good, that no was really a big fat yes in another area. And in the bottom of that deck, it says a leg up, number 34. So I feel like it's one of them, just hold on. You know, you might have been asking a question, you might have been seeking something. And with the bottom of the deck being leg up, I feel like it's not going to always be a not for you. Because just like in chess, it only takes one correct move to win the game, but to get ahead. All right, so let's pull some tarot. Let's see what the collective. Maybe I should take that. 8 of Wands. Wanted to flip out immediately from the shuffle. So communication coming in. Answers possibly could be coming in. Especially if you're stuck and it's not for you. You know, someone could be frustrated, but like, when? Especially if you've been feeling like that's all you've been hearing, or that's all you've been feeling like, not for me, not right now, divine timing. Be patient. You know, also I would say during that time, yet again, something we probably don't want to hear, but you know, what is it that you need to learn? What is it that you may even need to say to yourself? It could possibly be something that you're trying to avoid. You know, that saying, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. When you're ready, I feel like it will appear. So for whatever reason, if you may need to just, you know, just examine yourself. What do you think you're ready for that's not happening? Are you really ready? If it's a relationship, you know, when Mr. or Mrs. Right come, Are you really ready to be in a relationship? Have you really taken the time to digest what that entails, what a healthy relationship would be? Especially if you're just focusing on the part of not wanting to be alone, or you just wanting to share your life with someone, or you just wanting to have someone to go out with, you know. Understanding that in a healthy relationship, that it's going to entail more than that. Compromise, sacrifice. And of course on both sides. All right, let's put some more out. If it's a job, you know, have you learned all the skills that may be required, or that, excuse me, I'm so sorry, or the skills that you could obtain to be a benefit, or that can, for you to be an asset at this new job? Just something to think about, that's all. All right. 5 of Pentacles speaks of being left out, speaks of being desolate. But with this 5 of Pentacles, I always feel like help is right on the other side of this wall. Help is on the other side of this wall. Whether if it's healing, because, you know, he's on crutches and got a bandaged foot. You know, it need a jacket, because clearly it's cold outside. And they don't even have a jacket on if it's money, because it speaks, this 5 of Pentacles speaks of being lack with money. But I feel like help is on the other side of this wall or this window. And like, it's closer than you think. The answer is closer than you think. The next is the 9 of Wands. It speaks of overcoming obstacles and just going through it. I feel like this could possibly be the state that you're in, and just like, when am I going? You know, when am I going to get a leg up? That was the bottom of the deck for the Wisdom Oracle cards. So let's put that right there. And you know, this was a 6. You see that number 6? Sorry, y'all, my throat. I'm so sorry. And then the next one was a 34, which equals to a 7. To me, that shows progression. All right. What's the obstacles? You know, this 8 of Wands could be just communications of what you're telling yourself. Are you keeping yourself out in the cold? Are you keeping yourself right on the other side of help? Could be fear, you know. Are you keeping yourself in this vicious cycle of always having to overcome, always having to overcome? So let's see, what's the obstacles? What's really going on, Spirit? What's the obstacles that they're facing? Let's change that to what does the collective not see? What is the collective not seeing? What is the collective not seeing? Oh, 2 of Wands. I'd like for you guys to see the card. 2 of Wands. That it's a choice. It's a choice. 3 of Pentacles. Collaboration, working together. Have you taken on the role or the mindset that you can do it yourself, that you don't need any help? Let's get one more. This is what they're not seeing. You're choosing not to ask for help. Temperance speaks of balancing. It speaks of knowing when to hold them, when to fold them, when to walk away, so to speak. Temperance talks about, it is patience. It could be trying to put the cart before the horse, but with the temperance, you know, when you're trying to get something just right, You know, like if you think about water, you have the water is too hot, so you got to add a little bit of cold water. If it's too cold, then you got to add a little bit of hot water, you know, until you get it just right. Also with the Temperance card for me, because they have that 1 foot in the water, it's like you have to be in it to heal it. You got to feel it to heal it. And so I feel like, what are you choosing not to work on? Are you just sweeping something under the rug and just like, well, it'll work itself out? Well, when we are the co-creators of our life, we still have a work to do. We still have a task to do. You know, it's not just something that's going to fall in our lap. You know, it comes from what we speak. You know, just like with this communication, the 8 of Wands is communication, fast coming, incoming communication. What are you communicating to yourself? Are you communicating to yourself that you're always going to be here? I split the deck. I always do that. Let's split the deck. The 9 of Cups. And then the other side was the Hangman. So like, what perspective do you need to change to reach this 9 of Cups? I feel like the ball is in your court. The ball is in your court. I feel like the ball has always been in your court. It's time to take a look at what you're not choosing to work on. You may feel like all you're doing is just going back and forward. You know, just like alchemist, the alchemist, the magician, or when you manifesting, you know, you're pouring back and forth. Are you tired of doing the work? It's something to ask yourself. All right, Spirit, what is it that they need to learn? What do they need to learn from this? I feel like this is a state of mind. This is a state of mind. What is it that they need to learn? Independence, abundance, death. Something needs to transform. Introspection. I feel like someone may, with this portion right here, I feel like someone has possibly been looking for a handout. Maybe you've been feeling like you don't have to, like things should be given to you for whatever reason. Like you put the work in, you've done the time, or you're owed something. You know, you have this air about you that you want to be independent, and that you're abundant, and you may be, but is it at the cost of someone else doing the work? And you maybe just want to ride on their coattail. You know, with this death card, you know, death and transformation, something is no longer serving you. Something is no longer serving. And you are going to have to go in and do the introspection. You're going to have to go in and do the work. The bottom of the deck is the 7 of Pentacles. And that's, to me, is like waiting. It's like you planted a seed. I'm hearing a seed, like you've done one thing, and now you're literally just waiting for your ship to come in. And while it's nothing wrong with that, because we do, you know, reap what we sow, but I feel like you're stuck in this mind, or this energy of that it's not for you, or like it's not happening now. Like what is the work? What work have you done? Like, do you need to do more work? You need to do the introspection. Go inside and look and see, have you really done everything that has been required of you? You know, because the first 3 cards out is like, what does the collective need to know? Change it. And we saw the hangman. Yeah, changing your perspective. This loop that you feel like you're in, it possibly could be from the things that you're saying to yourself, or you're allowing other people to say to you. All right, let's see. What is some advice and encouragement? What's some advice? The 10 of Cups tried to flip over. That it's not all lost. Like, you're on the right track. You just got to stay on the track. Let's split the deck. The Sun card, the happiest card of the deck. And the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups, this is speaking, is like, what are you bringing to this? If this is a connection, if this is a job, what are you bringing? What are you bringing? All right. What is some advice and encouragement for the collective? Keep working. Keep swimming. Keep swimming. Is that Dory off of Finding Nemo? Right. And make a move. Ending of a cycle. And look who showed up again. The Sun card on the bottom. Right. Thank you, Spirit. So the advice and encouragement is if you keep working, excuse me, keep working, being diligent, and making a move, being active, showing motion. What are you putting your energy to? When you're working, when you're doing something, when you are moving, when you are, I don't know, let's say if you're planting a garden, you know, if you are actively out there pulling weeds and making sure the soil is moist, you know, watering it, making sure rodents or other animals aren't tending to your garden also. You are working and you are actively moving. So you're working and you're showing motion. The King of Wands, to me, this is showing motion, because the King of Wands, they know what they want and they go do it and they get it done. They do it with passion. Puts an end to the cycle of not for you, which I feel like it is in your mind. It's the only swords that we have. So by you working, while you continue changing your thinking, you know, asking for help, make sure you're collaborating. If it could possibly be someone right there beside you that has the answers that you need, and you may feel like, well, I got this, I can do it on my own. You got to decide, do you want to stay here or not? I feel like that puts an end to the cycle. That puts an end to the cycle. All right. This is some guidance. Give us some guidance, Spirit. Let's get 2 of these. What is some guidance for the collective? One more shuffle. Alright, what is some guidance for the collective? Experience the passion of fire. Reignite your life force by gazing into a cozy fire, recharging the sunlight, or lighting a candle. Allow a fire to spark your vision and vitality. There you go. You know, a lot of times when we get stuck in it, not for you, not now, and it seems like all the doors and things are being closed to us, we do lose our passion. We can lose our passion, but we got to know where our help and where our source comes from. What was the original thing that got you excited from the beginning? Get back connected with that. All right, let's do one more guidance. Let go of being a martyr. Find the balance between giving and receiving. It is not healthy to give so much that you feel ill or exhausted. Yeah. That could also be what, oh, that fell right on my hand. That could also be what the cycle is, you know, with this 9 of Wands. You know, you give, and then you wait to receive, and you give, and you just wanting things just to finally pan out. Like, good gracious, how much longer, right? When do I get a leg up? But if you look at it, he's almost there. This little baby cub, he's almost on top of Papa Bear, Mama Bear. You know, it's could be a reading of just hold on. That you're closer than you think. Because there's some progression. 6, 7. Right? All right, you guys. That is what I have for you, collective. I hope you got something from it. I love you guys. Till next time.